Hello, dear believers, brothers and sisters. May God bless you. I love you all. Don't you know God love you too? I don't care if you're black, white, blue, or green. Your nationality means nothing to God. Your country that you live in, your nation, whatever. God created heaven and the earth. And you all know how to read. So go to Genesis, the first chapter. And most of you in this world today, you need to go right back to the beginning of when God created heaven and the earth. And as you see right now, you see on the screen here, there are millions of stars in our atmosphere, in the sky. But your wicked, two-legged, wicked, demonic leaders, they are hiding God's creation from you. They do not want you to know the truth that God created all things and every human being, all the animals, the fish in the sea. God created everything. And check this out. And God knows exactly what's going on in this world. God knows exactly where you live. He knows exactly what you're going through with. All he wants you to do is praise him. Give him glory and give him honor. You know, it's hard now living in this wicked world today. It's hard to get the words out. There's so much stuff going on. Your wicked two-legged wicked leaders, they're going from chaotic situation to the next chaotic situation. And you know what that sounds like? That sounds like the devil to me. See, the devil roams to and fro. And all your wicked leaders today, they are confused and they're going from one difficult situation into another difficult situation. They're restless. They're seeking blood. They want to devour. They want to tear down what God created. And dear believers, you know I love you all, and my job is just to encourage all God's children. You read right here in Genesis, the first chapter and the first verse. You start off there. In the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. And my case is closed right there. Now, any two-legged wicked human being want to argue that's on him. From Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden all the way up to 2022. If you want to argue that is on you. Once again, Genesis, the first chapter and the first verse. If you question that, you are just plain pure hit. You had. You're through. You're finished. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And my dear believing brothers and sisters, you keep on reading that and get some inspiration out of it. And once you get a toehold on God, that he's in control of your life, he knows every situation that you're going through with. He knows your pains, your hurts, your sicknesses, your needs, your wants. All he wants to do is get us to turn back to him. If you sin, don't sin no more. Get your life right. And dear believers, as you look at this picture here, these are the stars up in the sky. And I have a few pictures here I want you to see. This is what they're hiding. They putting all that sulfur, carbon dioxide, your leaders, your political leaders, your government. This is what they want to hide. They want to hide all these stars that's up in the sky. Bright, all kind of stars. Back in the day, in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, you could sit on your front porch and look at all those stars. You can't anymore. Look at that. That's up in the sky. When was the last time you was able to sit on your porch and look at all those stars? I guess you have to be out in the mountains somewhere, way in the west in the United States, to see all those millions of stars up in the sky. Yes, you do. I'm trying to show you. Some of you guys, you're in your 30s, you're in the 40s, you're in your 20s. You have never sat on your porch and saw stars in the sky like this, because they're dimming the sun and they're blocking all the stars at night. Early Christianity was taking over. That's right. Major branches within Christianity. It started off with the apostles, Jesus Christ, the early Christianity, and just branched off. Lies, and everybody came up with their own ideas, their own schisms. Great schism of the 11th century. That means the great fussing and fighting. And the reason I'm showing you this is what's happening today over there in Russia and Ukraine. This is what's going on. You got the Western rights against the Eastern Orthodox. It's all about controlling your mind, controlling people. There's a religious war going on right now over there in Russia and Ukraine. You got the United Nations, NATO, they represent the Western rights. And then you have the Eastern Orthodox churches over there. They're rebelling against the Western. And who's behind all of it? It's the image of the beast, the papacy, and that Roman Empire. This is what it's all about over there in Russia and Ukraine today. Jesus taught the apostles, the early Christianity. And as the apostles went out preaching and teaching, people took what the apostles said and came up with their own denominations, their own branches. The Syrians broke off of the true vine. See, this is the early Christian true vine. The Oriental Orthodox Christians broke off into their own beliefs, their own denominations. The Eastern Orthodox broke off of the true vine. And then you had the Western rites. They broke off of what the apostles taught. The Roman Catholicism. And then you have the ecumenical, where the churches and different councils join NATO. And that's what's going on now. You want to occupy, you want to dominate people. That's what this is all about. United Nations, wicked politicians, they're all fighting for control. And then, you had the Reformation era around the 16th century with Martin Luther and John Calvin and the rest of them. They broke off. They got out of the Roman Catholicism. They wasn't part of any of it, but they all came out of this great schism. There was a great division. Schism means arguments, fussing, division. And it came down to where people are breaking off of all of this. And me, myself, I'm not part of any of these. I'm non-denomination. I'm not part of any of these denominations. I'm part of this right here, the early Christianity. I'm part of the root. I am part of the vine, the apostolic teachings, the Pauline teachings. And when it gets down to here, when they start arguing and fussing and fighting, leave me out of it. I'm going to stay with the true vine right here. This is a graph that I found on Christianity, timeline of Christianity, something like that. All these different Protestants. Protestants mean protesting against the Roman Catholic system. Restorationism, Anabaptism, Calvinism, Anglicanism, Lutheranism. All these people rebel against these two Eastern and Western Orthodox churches, pretending to be a part of Jesus. I'm trying to say this as simple as I can. Broke off from the true vine and started their own denominations. That's what we're fighting with today. Dear believers, when you see what you see on Tell a Lie, I keep trying to tell you it's all about control. To control the masses, to keep you all dumbed down. Now I want you to see that. You screen capture that right quick. That's what it's all about right here. Your whole world is set up just like that. Forget Jesus, forget the early Christians. We're going to start our own stuff, our own denominations. Now back to what I'm trying to show you. They blinding you with sulfur. They blind you with carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. They're just pumping the sky with all those chemicals and aerosols. Blinding you. Don't want you to see these stars. They don't want you to see how great God is. He placed every star in the sky. And then you got the moon right here. The moon is brighter because it's closer to the earth. You got my dear believers. Now I want you to understand, this is not no plaything. God set this world up for us, you and I. All right. May God bless you. My creative music. My creative music, I want you guys to enjoy. When I get to heaven, I want to be in the choir. I want to be in the orchestra. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Not a two-legged, wicked human being. I said God created heaven and earth. Plain, pure, period. And the earth will... God said, let there be light, and there was light. God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herbs yielding seed. God created man and woman. Yes, he did. God created everything, even the wicked politicians. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night. And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Verse 14. Genesis, the first chapter. Read it all over again and take your time. I'm Fueler 74, 74. I want to say hello to all my beautiful friends on Facebook and Twitter. God love you. And don't you ever think about giving up or giving out to demons and devils. They trying their best to hide the sun. They trying their best to hide the stars. They trying to take all the love out of this world. God said it was good. Here come a man, a wicked two-legged man saying it's evil. We need to change. We need to change. We need to smoke weed, get drunk, act a fool in the world. We need to kill one another. God said, I'm going to have to destroy the world again. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. He placed the stars, the moon. He put the cats and the rats on earth. On the dry land. God created man in his own image. God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. I love you all, dear believers. And God loves you too. Peace out. out of the ground. The Lord formed every beast of the field. Every fowl, every bird you see flying in the sky, of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, he named all the creatures. Adam did. Adam and Eve. In the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. And he said it was good. And here come a two-legged wicked human being trying to destroy what God created. Ain't that about nothing? That's all right. God said there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. No more pain, no more sorrow. We're going to be rejoicing just like the angels in heaven. Angels in heaven rejoicing. I can't wait to get there. Bye-bye, guys. Peace out. God loves you, so do I.